Hi, good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you decide to view this video. I hope you're comfortable while viewing. My name is Logan Henderson, and I will be discussing my time spent volunteering at SOWK Community Center for my Social Work 2375 Social Services in the Community class at Texas State University. Starting with a brief overview of the facility, SOWK Community Center is located at 518 South Guadalupe Street in San Marcos, Texas, where they also act as the emergency weather shelter for the area, and they are a short walk away from the bus stop, making it very accessible to our community members that don't have access to vehicles to get to the facility. They're also a public agency serving the community of San Marcos since 1927. Their mission is to meet the needs of individuals and families of Hays County by helping them find resources for proper medical care, food, and shelter. Their purpose or their goals are to empower individuals and families to meet their essential needs and to increase community awareness and understanding of the needs of low-income neighbors. As Southside Community Center is a community shelter, the programs change and shift depending on the needs of the community at the time. As of now, the main populations served at the Southside Community Center are those at or below the poverty line. Community members in this situation can face risk factors like food insecurity, financial instability, loss or lack of housing, lack of health care, and limits to education and employment opportunities, which inadvertently can trap those individuals in poverty. Moving on from the overview, I will now discuss how services are provided at Southside Community Center. Most of the monetary donations come in the form of grants from local municipalities, like various town halls from around Hays County. The staff has also shown great interest in taking their advocacy to the state and federal level soon as well, to further expand upon funding and programs that they can provide to the community. We also receive countless in-kind donations from local businesses and citizens. These can be things like food donations for our meals that we run every day, or clothes and other things that people might need, like toothbrushes, that we also pass out in hygiene kits and let community members pick clothes out whenever they need. Recently, at a Thanksgiving celebration, Texas Roadhouse was very kind, and they catered all of the food for the event, leaving the facility with a lot of leftover turkey, ham, and various other Thanksgiving foods. And not even 2 days later, another company donated at least 10 to 15 frozen turkeys, which was very great. We appreciated that those two businesses wanted to donate and help give to their community, but it also gave us a little stress since we barely had enough room to fit those 10 to 15 turkeys in our freezer to pass out to our community members. Southside Community Center has many program options for our neighbors to participate in, and these programs have differing levels of information needed on them. Some of our daily programs that no one really has to sign up for, and they can just show in and sign their name in on a piece of paper to use it. That would be things like our daily meals. We have a breakfast every day except for Saturday, running from 8 to 9. And we also have dinners running every day from 4 to 5. And those dinners do run no matter what. They can use the facility as a address to receive their mail. We have a shower facility open from 2:30 to 4 o'clock each day. The hours depend on the amount of people that show up. Next to the shower facility, there are spaces for neighbors to do their laundry. Throughout the facility, there are lockers inside and outside for neighbors to use for personal storage. At the back of the facility, there is a 6-room house that can hold up to 12 people for some temporary housing on site. And then they're also aided in finding and keeping permanent housing through programs like their rapid rehousing program or their emergency assistance program, which will help people through a one-time payout to pay things like rent. As the dedicated emergency weather shelter for the area, and by association, the main community shelter for all of Hays County, this leads Southside Community Center to have numerous connections to the other agencies in the area so they can help our neighbors as well. Some of the agencies that we work closest with would be Sunrise Village, the Youth Service Bureau, and Hays County Food Bank. We are also the first stop for many of our community members. When they are looking for help, they will be sent to us and we will help them discuss what their needs are, and we will send them to a number of other agencies if we feel like they will be better served there than at our agency. As I mentioned before, I spent the semester volunteering at Southside Community Center, and I'm going to elaborate a little bit on the basic duties that I did while I was there. The first one being meal preparation. This was very simple. This would be plating and getting the buffet line set up for meals. At breakfast, we would focus more on like cereal and breakfast bars as well as our main entree, and at dinner we would focus more on desserts and some more savory things as seconds or sides for our buffet line. I would also help prepare hygiene kits for our neighbors in the front office of the facility. Any of the community members coming in could come and ask for a hygiene kit, and preparing those was just getting toothpaste, toothbrush, and just basic hygiene things like a razor and stuff like that placed into bags so they're ready for our neighbors to grab. And another duty that I did was just assisting staff members whenever it was needed or whenever it was asked. This is where I would learn a lot from the staff members, from assisting them, whether that be just through asking questions about what they were doing and why they were doing it. I also helped with donation organization. As stated before, we get a lot of in-kind donations, so they require organizing, whether that be food and putting it in the fridge, freezer, or in the pantry, depending on where it goes, or if it's clothes, and I'm separating winter wear from towels and summer wear and things like that. I also helped keep the facility tidy. This would be done mainly through Southside Saturdays, which was one of my most memorable moments because I just really enjoy doing outdoor work. And so going to volunteer and getting to rake and be outside and do some yard work for a few hours was probably my most memorable moment while volunteering there. I know it sounds pretty simple, but I really do just enjoy raking the leaves and seeing how everyone after that day, all the community members noticed how the facility looked. It made me feel really proud after we did that. And here is my reference page, just citing the homepage of Southside Community Center and their website, which is where I got all of the information today, as well as within my time there for this presentation. And I just wanted to thank all of y'all so much for y'all's time. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to Southside Community Center at either their phone number, their email, and I have another link to their website right here on this last page. And again, thank you so much for y'all time.